Alright, so we got to size this to an 8.5. Right now it is a 7, just over a 7. So, first thing you got to do is cut it. And then size it up. I always go up not quite as far as I need to, and we'll explain that after a while. But now all we need to do is just add some gold to it. Alright, so go ahead and turn the torch on. And as always, flux. Flux, flux, flux. You cannot get too much flux. I've just got a piece of white gold ring. Just almost anything is fine. It is nice. It makes it easy if you just use a white gold wire or something like that. You can use, you know, but doesn't matter. Just showing you that you can use anything you got handy. A piece of white gold ring works fine. There we go. All right. Let's cool that off a little bit. Notice it wasn't very hot. Using a graphite rod, that absorbs most of the excess heat. So there we go. It's all fused together. And you see that I put extra on here, and that's why we don't go all the way to the size we need. I've got it to about an 8 right there. It needs to be an 8.5. We make up the rest of that with a hammer. Get it to an 8.5. And then all we've got to do is clean it up. First thing you have to do is get a file and get it straight this direction. So we've got that. We'll do the other side. As you notice, I've got extra here, so it's thicker than what the original ring was. You can always take some off, but once you're done adding it, it's done. That's getting better. I always do a little 45. Take the sharp edges off. Once you've got that done, it doesn't look as thick now, does it? Now, we take a gray wheel. First, I like to do the inside. And as you can see, you can't see where it was sized. You see it just a little bit right here, and we can clean that up by doing a 45 on the inside. So 45 here. And now you cannot see that. To the side. And then the outside. Look over it real good and make sure everything's nice, which it is. Then all we have to do is polish it. I like to use a felt wheel, soft felt, and polishing compound. Make sure you get the inside. When you size it this way, not using any solder, fusing it together, you can never tell that it was sized. You can look on the inside. You can look on the sides. Doesn't matter, you can look anywhere you want. You cannot tell it was sized. And then all we have to do is buff it. Of course, polish the whole ring, buff the whole ring. You always want the entire piece to look like it's brand new. So finish everything. But as you can see, when done properly, you can't tell that it was ever sized. And that is now an 8.5. Alright, got that done. Brush it off real good. Rinse and steam it off. And there you go.